everybody. Alright, let me get this video shared into the group. Share news feed in the group. Nuka Gals post. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and share into the Red Rocket Rebels as well. They're a really cool group. You should check them out. The two main groups I run with, obviously Nuka Gals, because duh, I'm a co-founder of Nuka Gals, and then the Red Rocket Rebels. So, oh yeah, I forgot. I made it to 220 during double XP. I didn't play much though. I was hoping to get on more and earn more XP, but at least I made it to 220. Alright, so first thing we're going to farm is Tick Blood. Butcher's Bounty 3 is a great perk card to have for that, because when you search it, it gives you an 80% chance that you'll get extra Tick Blood. So, we are currently at the vault. Gonna go down to the Moonshiner Shack. Alright, let's see. Apparently I'm thirsty. I'm not sure why my AP is just draining standing still, but you know, strange things keep happening. Let's pop a diluted. Okay, let's get going. Make sure my weapon's loaded. There's normally 3 to 4 ticks here that you can kill to get tick blood. And this is going to give you stim packs, by the way. There's one. And here are the others. You want to be careful because you don't want to let them bite you, because they can become like the swollen kind. And if they become swollen, they'll explode. I hear another one. Alright, so to do your double search, you hit triangle, and it will bring up your double search. So I got 3 tick blood from that. And then I also go ahead and just check like the chem box and stuff on here. Now, I don't have a high level perk card for that. I used to carry around a level 3 farmer farm. But, I mean, 60% chance isn't too bad. I think it goes up to 80 when you have it at level 3. Just like Butcher's Bounty. But when you have Farmer Farm, it gives you the chance to get extra stuff out of pharmaceutical boxes. Now we're just going to head on down to... so we left the Moonshiner Shack. We're going to head to Gilman Lumber Mill. There's a place on here that I'm not going to go to today because I really don't ever have a lot of luck with getting ticks there. But it's Point Pleasant, where the Mothman Museum is at. When you spawn in, before you get to the bridge and right after the bridge, there can be ticks, but I very rarely get ticks. I get like blood bugs a lot. So, alright. Sometimes there's ticks on... Yep, there's one there. Whoop, missed it. Where'd it go? There it is. And I hear another. No, it's not going to give me anything. Go inside of the building and kind of walk around. I can hear one crawling around on the outside now that I've gone into the building. And I'm going to go ahead and just pick up some of this extra stuff I pick up while I'm out and about anyways. Alright, I can hear it. I don't see it. Alright, well, I guess it moved on this way. Now this area, yeah, there's one there. One right there. Oops, one there. And should be one more. There we are. Oh, damn it. Oh, my game is laggy. Ooh. Oh, see how he bit me and he became too fat? My game is extremely laggy and I don't know why. I personally like to use VATs because then I can see exactly where they get killed and see them in the tall grass, because sometimes you can't see them. Or at least for me, sometimes I can't see them. And then always check in here because sometimes there's an extra one. I don't hear it today. I'm going to go back over here, check this first aid, and then check this first aid right over here. Okay, now we're going to fast travel to Dolly Sods. There's anywhere from 6 to 7 ticks over here in this area. Ooh, I think I need to put on my travel perk. I might have taken it off. Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to share this on the Nuka Gal page too. So let me do that real quick. Hopefully the Yagwai doesn't get too close. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, share, copy link. Oh snap, hold up. Oh damn, not ready for you! No! Yeah, I'm just gonna... Dang. I don't like having to do things when I'm not ready. Okay. He never comes this close to me, so... It's a little, scary whenever they just, like, pop up, and he's always down at the other side of the road when I spawn in here. Alright, I'm almost ready to get back. I have a new phone, and while it's semi the same layout as my older phone, because I just went from like an older version to a newer version, it still has a little bit of differences, and I'm trying to get used to those differences on my new phone. Okay, there we go. So I killed the Yagwai. We're going to go ahead and head to the back. So we spawned in right there. There's the building where you do the things with the Pioneer Scouts. We're going to head right back here. And they're normally, yep, right over here. Alright, there's one there. One there. And then the other one, well, where'd it go? It's somewhere that way. I'm gonna go ahead and check these two while that one's over there. It will come up in a second. No! Don't! Okay, so the Yagwai killed. Ugh. I need to fix my, accuracy, stability. Whoop! Hello. No, quit fighting. With this one. That truck's gonna explode. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, this tick, even though I didn't kill it, I can still search it and have the chance to get something from it. I didn't get anything. Let me double check. There's nothing else around. Nope. Okay. Then you're gonna head to the north. And there's the tower right down here in this area. Yep, we've already locked onto one, so go ahead, take that one out. There should be... Whoop. Where'd it go? The other one. So this time it looks like we got 6 here. Now the next area that I really love and has a lot of ticks. You have to fast travel to treetops. When you spawn in, you're going to turn to the west and just run in that direction. Right down here, where the messenger is at, is a random spawn where you can get an animal sometimes. Sometimes it's dead bodies. Sometimes it is super mutants, as you can see. And then there's also a death claw. Actually, I need to do something, because my other death claw kind of got killed. So I'm going to switch out those, put on this, and we're going to see about claiming me a death claw. I don't know if it's lonely or not. No, okay. This one I don't believe is tameable, because if it was, yeah, see, can't tame it, and it's under caution. The best way to know if a Deathclaw is tameable is just to run up to it. And nope, no hug me option, so we're just gonna leave the area for the moment. Let them fight it out. We're gonna stay on this side of the water. Take that off. And put on Lone Wonder. There we go. Okay, so there's quite a few ticks over here in this area. What am I in caution from? Must be ticks. Yep, there's one. There should be at least one more on the outside. Oh, I can hear it. I just don't see it. Oh. That one was in the ground. Yeah, won't be able to search it. It's the only downside. Oh, nope, don't attack me. Oh, snap. Normally like a boss one in here. I can hear them outside, I just don't see them inside, so we'll go back out. I believe we're missing one. Yep, here we are. Okay, so in total, I got, oh, tick bloods down. About 27 tick bloods. So that's going to make actually quite a few stim packs. And then if you don't even use full stim packs, you know, you can make a crap ton of the diluted stim packs out of that. Now I'm going to clean up my inventory real quick because this next part is going to be carrying around a lot of weight. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up all this extra stuff that I have that was from the last time I was on. Alright, so this next part we're going to be collecting blood leaf, snaptail reeds, fire caps, and that will allow you to make disease cure and healing salve. Sorry, can't talk today. I bit my tongue earlier. And of course it hurts. Alright, green thumb is your friend for this next part. And actually I don't need that on. I'll just put this on. I also recommend having through hiker on and good with salt. So good with salt, 90% reduction to how fast food in your inventory expires. Through hiker weight makes food and drink weight reduced by 90%, sorry, not 20. And then green thumb gives you twice the amount when harvesting. So now we're gonna go on over to Mama Dolce's. Okay, when you spawn into Mama Dolce's, go ahead and turn around and grab these snaptail reeds because you're going to be headed in that direction anyways. You're probably going to end up getting weight down during this. But the other perks that I just mentioned, the good with salt, through hiker, and green thumb are always recommended to have because you can carry more, get more, and it lasts longer. If you don't know, the Responders traveling vendor bot can actually spawn here. There's a random spawn that we're going to be coming up to. It can spawn anywhere from right here on the bridge. Sometimes Mothman is right here. Down to the bottom of the hill. Today, though, we have... Oh, I don't have any grenades. So, today, we got scorched. Or at least this time. You can check it about every 15-20 minutes. And yes, I'm going to pick up everything they have. Now the reason I'm going to show you... Oh yeah, we'll need soot flower too. Forgot about that. The blue flower in the forest area. The reason why I'm showing you how to make both stim packs and the healing stuff is because if you don't like the animation of the stim pack of stabbing yourself, you can just hotkey the healing salve and it will just, you know, you can select it on your favorite menu here and just go to it and you can heal yourself without having the animation of a stim pack, which is great when you're in the middle of a battle of any type. I'm gonna jump. She's just gonna run. Alright. Don't stay in the water too long. I do have Aqua Grill, but I don't ever really put it on. They've increased the radiation you get from water from 5 to 10. And we were doing Uranium Fever yesterday as a group with the Nuka Gals. And inside where you cross over the bridge before you get to the room where you actually initiate Uranium Fever, the rads on that bridge jumped up to 60. So since the last update, it's changed tremendously. You actually get a lot more radiation than you did before. So if you didn't know that, you know now. The reason I am in, what is this, third person, is because it makes it easier to spot like the fire caps from a distance. I like to kind of like jump up and look around and see, because you don't have to go as far as you would if you were in first person trying to look around. So we spawned in at Mama Dolce's. We turned around and followed the road down. We took a left and then we took a right. So now we're basically just following along the river down to almost George's Junk. We're not going to go all the way there. We will swing by that area just to see what random spawns in, because there is a random spawn over there, and sometimes you can get the Charleston, or I say Charleston, but it's actually the Responders traveling vendor bot. Make sure there's no more snaptail reeds on this side. Yep, I knew I missed some. Oh, and wrong button. There we are. Make sure there's no more up this way. Nope, not seeing any. Alright. Sometimes on this little area right up here, there can be like 4 fire caps. I used to have my camp here a long time ago, and it was a good little place because you always got these little fire caps. So this time it's actually the Mr. Handy with the wild mongrels. So he's walking there, but the random spawn actually happens from where my dot is on the screen. It normally happens right in this area, and they walk that direction. You can also pretty much get all the material you need to make the grape Mintax here. Because I think the only difference is you need those starlight berries, and I can't remember if you need fire cap or not, or not fire cap, the fire berries as well. I'll have to look, it's been a while since I made them. And another good thing, if you're ever needing like food and you have canned goods, the canned good perk, I'll show you which one real quick. If you have Can Do, it gives you an 80% chance of finding food in food containers. You can go to White Springs and you can search every single one of those trash cans and you can come out with enough food to last you for a while. Like a long while. There's also a random spawn that happens right here where the responders courier is at. I haven't seen an animal at this spawn because I know a lot of my Nuka Gals, they do a lot of random spawn checks for tameable animals. I haven't seen an animal at this one or the one by George's Junk as of yet. I mean, that doesn't mean that there can't be one, obviously, but normally it's just something like a dead body or, you know, the responder bot or the wild mongrel horde with the Mr. Handy. Whoa. Now, after about this point, there won't be any more like snaptail reeds by the river until we get closer to Flatwoods. I like to go about this time, dang it, at night in the game, because they sort of, you know, they're redder than everything else around, so it's sort of easier to see. But looks like, yeah, the moon's going to be going down shortly and the sun's going to be coming up. When the sun comes up, it makes it slightly harder to actually see the, sorry, fire caps. I was trying to think. All shooting. Oh, okay. Apparently she fell from a rock. This log can sometimes, I think, have 2. And then there's another log up here by this bus. And it can sometimes have 3. What in the world are they doing over there? There we are. We're actually going to head towards Slocum Joe's now. And then you can check back here too. I don't really ever get the one that's supposed to be back here in the back often, so I don't really check there much. But we will be checking up this little hillside here, because sometimes there's one on this log. Go ahead and gather the log. One of these days I'm just going to spend my whole day gathering logs to get those atoms. Alright, I'm not seeing the one that's up here on this hill normally. So now we're going to run right on down here. Grab this one. This one as well as the soot flower. Make sure there's no others around. I'm going to go grab the soot flower here. sorry if I stay quiet for like a little bit because I forget that I'm doing, like, I don't forget that I'm doing the video, but when I'm playing by myself, I don't ever talk to myself. So yeah, I can forget to talk sometimes. Right back here is where another fire cap can be. It's not here today. This is another random spawn here in this area. So right now we got Cora with her conspiracy against the government. And then there can also be another fire cap. I believe it's, let's see, there's this one here. And then, yeah, that's right. There could be also one like right up here in the area as well. And then if you don't know this, there's a cap stash right across the way. So this tree here with the dead deer, red stags, if you can hear it, it's going off. It sounds like somebody's like rattling a thing of bottle caps in a tin can. That's what it sounds like whenever you have that perk card on. There is a little bit of backtracking, but for me, I don't mind it. Because normally when I get on to farm for stuff like this, I'm just on to do it. I'm not on to do anything else. So it's, you know, sort of nice little relaxing thing to do. Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes, not all the times, there is a random spawn that happens. I gotta remember where it's at exactly. Go ahead and grab that soot flower. Okay, so yeah, right in this area, there is another random spawn that happens. And then sometimes there are some fire caps, but I don't ever get lucky enough to actually find them here. We're gonna head, oh, here's the random spawn. So, it's the crash satellite this time. So we're actually headed towards the lumber mill again. We're gonna stay on the right-hand side of the road, because there are, a couple, there's like a pond up here that can have fire caps next to it. I don't remember if the pond with the fire caps had blood leaf or not. But we're going to go up towards the vault. Alright, so this pond here, I got the bees over here. Ooh, so much lag. Oh, come on. I hate shooting the bee swarms. I'm not a good, third-person shooter at all. I like to, actually be able to aim with the gun, not just a dot on the screen. Alright, so now we're gonna actually head up the path towards the vault. As you can tell, I'm not taking a direct route. I should have enough soot flour because obviously you see a lot more soot flour than you do other things. But I'm going to go ahead and collect just a little bit more because I'd rather be on the safe side. What? Getting attacked by communist robots. Alright, we're gonna skim across the bottom part here. We don't have to go actually up to where the vault is at. What we're doing is we're gonna run over, and there will be a dry river. Oop, let me grab that. Like a dry, like river water runoff drain area. And we're gonna take that up towards the vault parking lot. So this right here. Nope, too far over. Because sometimes there are fire caps along this. Plus, you know, there's a few more snaptail reeds you can go ahead and grab. So sometimes there's a fire cap right here on this side with the responder guy. And then, as you can tell, the fire cap here. And then we're just going up and over. And we're going to head in the general direction of where we had a meat leak by that pond. So this pond here will have some blood leaf that you can get. I go into first person here to try to avoid going into the water as much as possible, because in third person you have to actually get in the water, or at least I have to get in the water to be able to collect the blood leaf. So, alright, don't see any over there. Now we're gonna head towards the crash vertibot. Okay, so from here you can either, here's something, you can either walk back to the overseer's camp, or you can fast travel. I'm going to fast travel because I'm not over encumbered. So, or at least I'm not over encumbered at the moment. Okay. So, there will be soot flour you can collect around the overseers. And then sometimes there's fire cap you can collect too. I'm not seeing the fire cap though. Check the other side. Nope. Okay. Headed on down. Now we can go back into first person, maybe. Because all we're going to be doing now is just collecting blood leaf and stuff along the river. If you ever need to collect fungi, this is a really great place to do it too, because you can see, especially right now, all the glowing fungi. Perfect place to collect that for your weekly, daily atoms, whatever it is. What is that? Oh, the poor rabbit. What are you doing in the water, rabbit? It's slowly dying. Get out of the water. Oh, it's gonna die from radiation. There's also a random spawn right up here in this clearing that can happen. I don't see anything today. Yeah, nothing today. If you ever run out of blood leaf, you can continue heading down the river, and it becomes the dry lake bed the closer you get to Flatwoods. You can continue down the dry lake or the dry river bed to the right, like you're going to go down to Sunshine Meadows. And there will be blood leaf all along here, and then when you get to this point, you can come down this way like you're going to go to Hillfolk Hot Dogs. There will be blood leaf, snaptail reeds, and then back up towards Hunter's Ridge along the water. There will be more too. I'm actually going to stop when we get into Flatwoods. I'm not going to go all the way down towards the Sundew whatever workstation, forget what it's called now. I just said it. Because I'll have enough to make what I need to make. I'm going to make a bunch of healing salt first, and then I'll make stim packs. Oh, I can hear mole rats coming for me. I'm about to go weigh myself down real quick. Ooh, can't hear ya. Because I'm going to take all of these dumbbells. Take that pack of cigarettes, turn off the radio. Since I'm streaming, I don't play the music while I'm streaming, and I try to avoid it if possible with the world radios, because, you know, I don't have the copyright to stream the music. If you don't know about it, right here where we have the settler, I always pick up all her stuff. Oh, dang it. Okay, hang on. There we go. Search. If you run up the hill, and then right here, so you see these fireflies, right here you see this tree with the stump. If you go around to the back side of the stump, it's a hidden cache, and you can get caps and a gun and some ammo from it, and you can do that like once every 24 hours. So if you're low level, you know, and you're hanging around Flatwoods, it's a nice little place that doesn't have any enemies that you can just run up to and grab you a handful of caps at least. Grab these other snap-tail reeds, and since I'm already here, nobody wants to do fertile soil. Alright, so now we're just going to collect a crap ton of water.
Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
You can take a Rad-X if you want to. Or I take diluted. I'll pop 2 of those and just continue to collect. I'll end up with a crap ton of water, but I'd rather have more than enough than have to go back down. So I stop at Flatwoods because it has a chem station inside of the church. Always check out the Overseer's cache, see what she has in there. Always check all of these things in here, all of the bodies. Because you never know what they might have that you can use. Typewriter, gunpowder, more typewriter, fan, you know, clipboard. Alright, so now you need to change your perks up. Again, you need to put on Chemist, and then you need to pop on Super Duper. We're just going to, I'm going to scrap some items I have real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead, since I am going to be scrapping, put on my scrapper card too. Because scrapper gives you more components when you scrap weapons and armor. So when you're scrapping all of these, you get like more lead, you know, you get mainly more steel. That's the main thing you have scrapper for, is to get all of this. Oh, insult bots coming for me. Alright, let's get to crafting. He can talk to me while I'm crafting.
You there? Target acquired. I heard
now
you.
We're just gonna make
drop,
boiled water.
and missed exiting vault 76 on time. Too bad. You didn't do the same thing before entering it.
I like that there's not as much as a delay or lag when you're crafting or scrapping stuff. Because there used to be like a minute or two, like not a minute or two, like a, you know, you'd have to wait and then you'd have to do it again and do it again. Well, now pretty much you can just continuously hit the X button. Going to healing. Now we're going to turn all this tick blood. So I actually have 74, which is, you know, obviously more than the 27 I collected today. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn all of this into blood packs. This part you'll want to be careful, because if you're not paying attention, you can accidentally make something you don't want to make. So don't say you weren't warned. I need to see how much weight I have in my Stash box. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Alright, now I'm actually going to make the healing. It takes solve, it takes blood leaf, boiled water, and soot flour. And you can make a ton of these just after one go. And with Super Duper, you have the chance to double what you're making anyways, so I'll probably do, let me see, how much, go back up to disease cure, how much blood, okay, it takes 2 of those, 2 of those. Alright, let's make a few disease cures. So go ahead and knock that out. Because I can always go get more blood leaf. I don't want to have my fire caps just sitting in my pocket and forget about them. So we're going to go grab some more blood leaf real quick. Ooh, see, I almost made that. So, 1 blood plaque gets you 2 stim packs, and with Super Duper, I think when it triggers, it will give you double the amount you made. So you can end up with 4 stim packs for 1 blood pack, which is pretty cool. And then you can sell these, you can use them, you know, give them away, keep them on you at all times. It don't matter if you had traveling pharmacy, that's what I'm trying to think of. You know, you can reduce the weight of what you're carrying. So I'm actually just going to fast travel down here to Hillfolk Hot Dog Stand. Oh yeah, I'll have some room. Go ahead and pop that in there. Then I'm going to pop in the stim packs that I just made. I'm going to hold off on making the rest. Let's put 49 in there. Ooh, yeah. Stim packs weigh a lot. Leave me alone, mole rats. I hate mole rats. I don't really need more snaptail reeds, so I thought it was closer to me than it was. Okay, now we're gonna go, since I already had to fast travel anyways, I'm gonna go to my camp because it's free to fast travel there. Alright. I can hear the comments. I gotta move my camp. I like it here, but I never see. Look, yeah, they just killed my cow. Thanks a lot, you jerks. And last time I spawned in here, my poor Deathpaw got murdered by super mutants. before I forget, go ahead and make the rest of my disease cure. There we are. And I'll just make what I have left on me. Okay, so I didn't put any of this away, so I ended up making, just off what I had, only 88. If I go and collect more blood leaf and soot flowers, since they're all found pretty much in the same area, you can end up having a crap ton. I made like 500 in one day, and that was just from collecting blood leaf and soot flower all around the forest area, and it took about this long, and I was like, oh, okay, well that is a lot at once. Here, my radiation while I'm here. Drink some water. But yeah, that's pretty much my routine that I use to make stim packs, disease cure, and the healing salve. You can make great mentats along the same path, except for the brain fungus. The best place to get brain fungus is to go down here by like Thunder Mountain substation. You turn to the right and you head towards Route 65, and you can actually go down under the route, and there will be brain fungus all along underneath the road there. So it's a great place to get the rest of the materials you would need to make the mentats, to then turn into great mentats. The starlight berries are those red bushes with like the yellow looking berries on them. So you can collect those all the time in the forest area with no issues. So drop off some more stuff from them here. But yeah, that's basically it. That's what I do, like I said, to do my normal stuff. If you have any questions, just leave it in a comment here. And I think I don't know what my next video is going to be. I'll have to decide on it, honestly, because I haven't decided yet. But I will be moving from this location because I'm tired of all my stuff being attacked and killed. Because when I first moved here, there weren't any high-level enemies at all that spawned in here. And then all of a sudden, there's high-level enemies like all over the place. So I think I'm actually going to hop off of here now and move my camp back into the forest area, away from this hellhole. So y'all have a great day.